scene, fresh and so clean. Pushing a machine, painted Ninja Turtle green. Now I mean, gotta ride slow, so my ride show 454, kicking ass like Tybo. Man, blades chop like Billy Blanks. When I flip a switch, trunk flips.
Okay, this is perspective convergence. Someone asked that he understands that when the vehicle or your object is up close in your face, right, you can see the whole thing, and then he understands that when the vehicle drives away, it disappears from the bottom up. You can't see it, right? And then when it comes back into perspective, it's back. Okay, so now his question was, well then how come when you go higher in elevation, you can see more? So when a boat goes out of view, and then he said he raises his elevation, and then the boat goes out of view, and then he said he raises his elevation, you know, and then eventually he's higher. Because his thing was, well, if I look at a boat, and then it goes out of view, and then I go up higher, and then he can see the boat again. And then it goes out of view again. And if you say he goes higher, he can see the boat again. And he seems to feel that it's disappearing over the horizon. And then he tried to use the excuse of not using binoculars. But the fact of the matter is, when you're standing on the beach, and you're looking at a boat, and the boat goes so far, let me put the setup again. The boat goes so far, and then it disappears, and then it comes back, you know. The fact of the matter is that if it goes to a point when you can't see it, if you put on binoculars, whoop, it comes right back. So, it's perspective convergence. Perspective convergence. So now, you're standing on the ground, you have about 3 miles is about as far as you can see, right? And everything on the horizon line is where everything will disappear. So everything on the horizon line is where everything will vanish. So, so if you're on the ground, right? So you're on the ground, and here's your little car, right? And then all of a sudden, the car, where is it? The car drives away to the convergence point, and then all of a sudden you go up in elevation. As you notice, the horizon line will always meet your eye level. So even though everything's gonna vanish at the perspective convergence point, just because when you go up higher in elevation, it's just gonna make your perspective convergent point farther away. That's all that does. So if you want to talk about being on the ocean and then watching a boat disappear from the bottom up, and then when you put binoculars or a telescope or the new P900 camera and you zoom it back into focus, you can't say that's not an excuse. Because if the water wasn't flat and it was over the horizon, when you zoomed in, you would not be able to see it. Plain and simple.